Now this is a time capsule. Lonsdale's original desk. The original headmaster.
The original headmaster, the founder of the school. His desk, his chair, his telephone, and we've got it as close as we can to how it would have looked in the old days.
This is Mr. Lonsdale. Please send green to my office. This is the cane.
That, to be honest, is actually a prefect's cane. Prefects were allowed to cane in those days. Apparently the headmaster, if he caned you, would send you out to the closest tree to cut off your own switch.
Which means?
Piece of wood, long branch.
Right on. Now, when would you get the cane? Obviously when you're bad, but where would you get the cane? Hand?
No,
buttocks?
no. Buttocks.
Ow. Now we're moving into the 1920s, is this?
This is a 1920s classroom, yeah.
Explain some of the things we can see in here.
Well, you can see the stove that would have heated the classroom. That actually is from the school. A couple of the desks are also from the school. The rest, however, were donated. There's a wonderful relief map on the wall. Many of the countries on there no longer exist or have been renamed. We have a microscope on the far desk with some wonderful botanical slides.
And what's that? Is that a record player?
It actually plays wax cylinders. I believe it was originally meant for voice, but I'm sure you could play music on it.
So how many artifacts does the museum have?
Just under 4,000.
If someone wants to come and see the display, how do they go about doing that?
Well, we're not officially open to the public, but they're more than welcome if they just want to contact the school front office. I'm happy to come in at any time and take a tour.
This is interesting. You used to have to keep tennis rackets in one of these. What's this? Is it a vice?
No, it's called a press, and what happens is because it's an old wood racket, the least bit of moisture and the wood would warp, so you wind up making some very funny shots. So when you finish playing, you had to put it in this and screw it down, and it stayed that way until you next used it.
Oh, I make funny shots anyway, without that.
You could try with the press right on it.
The sports memorabilia room here at Shawnigan Lake School Museum. Check it out. Old tennis bats, rugby balls, fencing gear, and the game that I used to like playing when I was at school, cricket. Well, we're going to take a quick break on Go, but when we return, Dan Kahn's got a bat and ball story of epic proportions. He meets a senior who's on top of his game. Playing cribbage? No. Lawn bowling? No. You're going to be surprised by what he's playing.